Hey sis, it's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. I've been doing great recently. I heard that you were planning to bring your fiancé over. Is that really true? I would love to finally get to meet him. What's his name, by the way? Hey, Nina. I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, it's true. I am planning to bring him over to introduce him to Mom and Dad. His name is Alex. He's a completely normal guy, though. You shouldn't expect too much. It's not like he's the CEO of a company or anything. He also doesn't look like a supermodel at all. Don't raise your expectations too much or you're going to be pretty disappointed. His name is Alex? I'll make sure to remember it for when I meet him. Why are you saying mean things about him, though? Isn't he supposed to be your fiancé? You should be more proud of him. He's your fiancé because you love him, right? You really need to have more confidence in the person that you might get married to. You're still the same as always. You think about everything so negatively and you sound so unexcited. You should be more excited talking about your future husband-to-be. Do I really sound that unexcited? I was just trying to let you know that he's not the kind of guy that you really like. Yeah, you sound bored as always. You should be telling me all the good things about him. Like the reason you fell in love with him. I think that it's a little disrespectful to say that he's very normal. Hurry up and tell me all the good things about him. I didn't mean to disrespect him at all. I'm just saying that he's not the kind of guy that you'd like. He's a very average person. I think I get what's going on now. You're trying to undersell him. You're being a little wary of me, aren't you? Are you scared that I'll steal him from you or something? It's okay. You don't need to worry about that. I won't take him from you. I can understand why you'd be scared about me, though. I know that I'm really cute and attractive. I'm the kind of girl every single guy dreams of having. I'm always amazed that you're able to say that about yourself. You must be very confident in yourself. I also know that I shouldn't trust you at all. We've had similar conversations in the past, right? You've asked me to give you my boyfriend countless times in the past. You always end up sleeping with the guys I date and steal them from me. Do you think that I had forgotten about that or something? I am not going to let you do that to me again. I only did that because they were your boyfriends. This time it's different, right? You guys are engaged now. Even I wouldn't try to steal your fiancé. That's a completely different story. You don't need to worry about me. I have no interest in your fiancé at all. All I want to do is introduce myself to him. I wonder if that's really true. I guess it's okay if that's all you have in mind. I'm telling you the truth. He's your fiancé, isn't he? That means that you guys are going to get married to each other in the near future. It would be really terrible to steal someone's fiancé. I may not be super smart, but I know that stealing your fiancé would be an unacceptable thing to do. I really promise that I'll be a good girl this time. What you're saying is correct. It's just that I'm not sure if I can trust any of those words, coming from you. You've lied to me countless times in the past. I really don't think I want to trust you again. Are you really not going to believe me? I've changed for the better now. You can trust my words. If he's going to become your husband, you're going to have to introduce me to him sometime. He would be my brother-in-law after all. I am an adult now. I've changed into a good person. Well, that is very true. We're both adults now. You may as well introduce me to him when you bring him over. I made sure that I'm free on the Saturday when you guys come over. Okay, fine. I'll introduce him to you, but that's it. I don't want you acting friendly with him at all. Okay, got it. Also, why didn't you tell me that you had gotten engaged? I was a little shocked that I didn't hear it from you. I only found out about it because Mom told me. Were you not planning to tell me about it at all? I was planning on keeping it a secret from you if possible. I think I have every right keeping it a secret considering everything that you've done to me in the past. What? Are you serious? You were planning to keep it a secret from me? You must be really scared that I'm going to take him from you. I thought that I told you that I won't steal your fiancé. I know that it would be a bad thing to do. We're twins, so you should be able to read my mind. Stop saying random lies like that. Us being twins has nothing to do with this. I'm not able to read your mind. That's only in films and comics. I actually think we have some hidden superpowers. We're identical twins after all. Even our faces look the same. I sometimes feel like we're connected to each other in a way. Not this again. There's no way we can read each other's minds. You really are boring, aren't you? At least our personalities are completely different, though. You're always such an introvert. You're so quiet and no fun to talk to. On the other hand, I'm cheery and a pleasure to be around. That's why all the guys end up falling for me instead of you. I can understand why all your past boyfriends ended up liking me more than you. We look the same, but I have a cuter personality. This is why you always lose to me. I still can't believe that you can say that about yourself. What you've done to me in the past is not a good thing. I don't understand why you sound like you're so proud of what you did. Why do you say that? I really love myself. I think I should compliment myself all I want. You're only saying things like this to me because you're jealous of me. You've never really had any luck with men, have you? All your past boyfriends ended up cheating on you with me. They were all trashy traitors. I dated them all for a little while, but ended up breaking up with them after a few months. I was always the one that dumped them, by the way. They all got boring very quickly. You really are unbelievable. What did I do to deserve a twin sister like you? How could you treat my past boyfriends like disposable pieces of trash? I admit that I used to be a bad girl. It's all okay now. I've become a much better person. I promise that I won't steal your fiancé from you this time. Please have some trust in me. I promise that I won't let you down. You better at least introduce him to me. If not, I'm going to come and do it myself. Okay, fine. I promise to let you meet him. Make sure that you don't do anything weird or stupid in front of him. Don't worry about it. I'll be on my best behavior. I'm just curious as to what he looks like. My identical twin sister, Nina, has exactly the same appearance as me. Some people even have some difficulty telling us apart from just our looks. However, our personalities are not alike at all. I'm very introverted and tend to like spending time alone. On the other hand, Nina appears to be very extroverted, lively, and a happy person to be around. At least, from the outside. In reality, she is a very trashy person with a horrendous personality. I have had many of my past boyfriends stolen from me by her. Every single time it happened, I blamed myself for dating a guy that would cheat on me in the first place. She told me that she had changed and that I didn't need to worry about her stealing my fiancé from me this time. Now that I think about it, I never should have trusted her. Oh my god! He's so attractive! That's the kind of guy I want to marry. You're not serious, are you? I told you that you could only introduce yourself to him. Nothing more. You remember the conversation we had the other day, right? That doesn't matter right now. I've forgotten everything we talked about. Please give him to me. I want him so badly. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop myself from flirting with him. I really want to get married to him. I know that we would become such a great family together. You barely even know him. How could you already know that you want to marry him? Why don't you try contacting him if you really think that? You're not going to be able to steal him from me this time. We're engaged. Wait, what? You're giving me permission to take him from you? I'm really going to text him right away. Although I was planning on flirting with him even if you didn't give me permission. I'm going to start thinking about how I can make him fall in love with me. I thought that you told me to trust you this time. You also told me that you had changed for the better. Looks like that was all a lie. You haven't changed at all. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I really meant it when I said all that to you. I just couldn't resist it once you introduced me to him. It really is weird being identical twins. Even the guys that we find attractive are exactly the same. Thank you so much for finding such a hot guy for me. Yeah, whatever. This is why guys end up falling for me instead of you. You barely show any emotion during conversations. All your previous boyfriends that I stole from you told me that I was so much more fun to be around. They all said that I was much easier to talk to and interact with. You really need to change your personality if you don't want me to steal the people you date. I can't believe you're the one telling me what to do. None of this would happen if you had any morals. It's so wrong to keep stealing your own sister's boyfriends. You also shouldn't be saying insults to people. I just say what comes to my head. I really don't like keeping secrets. Anyway, I've got to start flirting with your fiancé now. You were the one that gave me the permission to do it after all. I wonder what I should text him. Mom and Dad also told me that I should be the one that dates him. They're always so supportive of me. Not this again. At the time of this conversation, it wasn't like I had given up on Alex at all. I was confident that he wouldn't betray me as we were already engaged. I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now that I think about it, I never should have trusted him at all. He ended up being just like all the other guys I dated in the past. Nina ended up stealing him from me, as always. His parents were absolutely furious with him. I ended up suing both Nina and Alex for mental anguish and canceling the engagement. Alex paid me his share of the money immediately. Nina didn't have any savings and ended up asking our parents for the money. Our parents were happy to pay the money for her as she is their favorite child. What a rotten family, right? I ended up moving out of our house once I received the money from them. Hey sis, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good these days. What do you want from me? I thought I told you not to contact me again. I haven't forgiven you for what you did to me. Are you still angry about that? It happened such a long time ago. You really need to move on. All I did was steal your fiancé from you. I didn't do anything that bad. I've already broken up with him, so you can forgive me now. You should be grateful for me, actually. He turned out to be a terrible person. You never should have gotten married to him. You would have been so miserable if you had married him. You can thank me for this later. Wait, what? You guys broke up already? That was quick. Yeah, I ended things with him a while ago. I dated him for a while, but he turned out to be a little different from what I expected. He was a lot more normal than I thought. I got bored of him really quickly. That's why I ended things with him. Are you sure that you're not doing this on purpose to annoy me? All you ever do is steal my partner and then dump him right after you take him. You don't steal them from me because you love them. You're obviously just doing it to hurt me. Well, you're kind of right and wrong at the same time. I don't actually know why I end up stealing them from you. That doesn't even make any sense. How do you not know why? I thought I told you this before. We're twins, so we end up falling in love with the same kind of guys. That's why this can't be helped. It just kind of ends up happening. I also like to live without thinking too deeply about anything. I guess you could call me impulsive. If I see something that I like, I really can't resist it. I'm not satisfied until it becomes mine. You really are a monster. Hey, don't call me that. We're twin sisters after all. There's a lot of similarities between us. I promise you that I'm not stealing your partners from you to hurt you. It's just what ends up happening. So you're telling me that you're just an idiot that doesn't think about anything before acting? That's such a mean thing to say to me. I thought that I told you that I don't like being called an idiot. It's the truth, isn't it? You should be able to think about the consequences before acting on something. You don't seem to be able to do that. That must mean you're an idiot. You're being so mean to me today. I can't believe it. Do you not realize that you're a huge nuisance to the people around you? I don't know what you're talking about. Do you not know that humans have a free will? I can love who I want. Are you seriously saying that? You're an adult now. You can't be using that as an excuse at 29 years old. There are just some things that are morally wrong to do that you really need to learn about. Stop saying difficult things to me and stop making fun of me. You also need to stop looking down on me. You're a loser. All the guys find me more attractive and end up dating me instead of you. That means that I'm the winner. A loser like you needs to show a winner like me more respect. Everything that you're saying to me just sounds like an excuse for losing to me. I really don't understand how your brain works. Let me explain what I just said to you then. It means that you're much less attractive when compared to me. You really need to work on yourself if you don't want me to steal your partners from you. Although I think it's going to be very difficult for you. I am so much more cuter than you. You really do talk so much nonsense, don't you? It's impossible to have a normal conversation with you. I don't even know why I'm texting with you right now. I had no intention of ever talking to you again. I really should just block your number so that you can't contact me again. Wait, what? You're not serious about that, are you? Of course I'm serious. This isn't something that I would joke about. I think it's something that you deserve considering what you've done to me in the past. How about you really try to think about your past actions? Anyway, I've got to get going now because I'm busy. Don't bother contacting me unless it's a real emergency. I don't even want to think of you as my own sister anymore. You're not serious about that, are you? We're twin sisters, whether you like it or not. I want to keep texting with you. I really couldn't comprehend anything that Nina was saying to me. She really doesn't realize how much trouble she is causing to other people's lives. I think that the main problem is that she has no awareness that she's doing anything wrong. This is probably because she was always the favorite child. Our parents raised her like she was a princess and never scolded her for anything. On the other hand, they treated me like I was an outsider my entire life. I thought that it would be the best for me if I cut ties with them all. At least, that's what I had planned when I moved out of their house. This all changed when that person suddenly appeared in front of me. Hey sis! I just received a text from Mom. Is it really true that you came back with another man? I can't believe it. You heard about it already? You're just like a hyena. You need to introduce me to him. I can't wait to see what he looks like. You guys are at home right now, aren't you? Make sure that you don't leave till I get back. I'm driving back home right now. I canceled all my plans as soon as I received that text from Mom. There's no point trying to run away from me. I can't believe you're canceling all your plans just to come and see him. You're probably trying to steal him from me again. I think it's going to be very difficult for you this time around, though. What are you talking about? You're making me sound like a thief. I would never do such a thing. You would never? You're joking, right? All I was doing was telling the truth. You shouldn't be so mean to me like that. I'm going to start crying if you're not careful. I really don't like being called a liar. You're already 30 years old and you're still saying things like that? How embarrassing. It's not embarrassing at all. It's just who I am. Anyway, what kind of guy is it this time? Please tell me everything about him. I have no obligation to tell you anything. The one thing that I will tell you is that he's my husband. Wait, what did you just say? He's your husband? When did you even get married? I had no idea that you were even dating someone. I got married a little while ago. I came back home today to introduce my husband to Mom and Dad. Wait, hold on a minute. I think that might not be a good idea. Mom and Dad are going to be pretty shocked to hear that you suddenly got married. You didn't tell them anything about it. They did look a little shocked at the beginning and tried to complain. They shut their mouths as soon as I told them I had no other choice due to the way I've been treated by the three of you in the past. I kept it a secret because I knew that you would try to steal him from me, and that both Mom and Dad would be on your side. Right now we're all having a chat and they seem to be very anxious. I don't really know if I want to join you guys. It's going to be so awkward. It's awkward because of everything that you've done to me in the past. You're the one that caused all of this. Anyway, it's impossible for you to steal him from me this time. He's my husband. That's so unfortunate. I guess even I won't be able to steal him from you if you guys are married already. That would be a terrible thing to do. He's still going to become my brother-in-law, so I should at least introduce myself to him. I feel like I've heard a similar phrase from you in the past. Do you think so? I don't remember saying anything like that. Anyway, I'll be home in around 30 minutes. Make sure you and your husband wait for me. Hey, sis! I'm really sorry that I have to say this, but I want your husband so bad. Please give him to me. James is so attractive. He's just my type. How do you keep on finding all these hot guys? Not this again. We've had this exact conversation so many times now. Don't you ever get tired of doing this? You're going to try to steal my partner again? I just can't help it. I'm a very instinctive person. I do whatever I want to do and don't really think about the consequences. You should know that by now. Please just give James to me. I promise that this will be the last time I steal your man from you. I've heard that lie from you before as well. Also, it's completely different this time. I'm already married to James. You know that this is a completely different deal to stealing my boyfriend or fiancé from me. Yeah, I understand that it's not a good idea to steal someone's husband. That's why I want you to get a divorce from James. Once you guys are divorced from each other, it's okay for me to take him, right? I'm begging you to get a divorce from him for my sake. You would be willing to do that for me, right? I'm your cute twin sister, after all. I am not going to do any favors for you. Try steal him from me if you really think it's possible. You're trying to act so tough. You've really changed, haven't you? Why are you so confident in yourself all of a sudden? Did something happen to you in the past few months? You're still going to lose to me, though. There's no point in trying to win against me. I'm always going to be the one laughing in the end. It's going to be no different this time around. Go ahead if you really think that you can steal him from me. I'm not going to stop you, so you can do as you want. Okay, fine. I will then. I'm going to go and flirt with him right now. Don't come crying to me later on. You were the one that allowed me to do this. Hey, sis! Take a look at this. I have successfully managed to steal James from you. We are totally in love with each other. Good for you. You lost to me again. You need to get a divorce from him right now. I've decided I'm going to be the one to marry him. I promise that I will not dump him this time around. I will take full responsibility for stealing him from you. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I really don't care. I know you're just trying to act like you don't care. Deep down, you must be so miserable right now. Do you finally understand how much more attractive I am when compared to you? I think that James is going to hand you the divorce papers at some point this week. Make sure you sign them and then hand them in for us. You can sue me if you really want. We'd be happy to pay you some money for this. I'm sure we ruined your life in one way or another. Hey, sis! I'm going to move back in with our parents. I also want to fix our relationship. I know that you might hate me, but I want to be forgiven by you. I promise I'll never steal anything or anyone from you ever again. I hope we can get along well in the future. I'll contact you again soon. Hey, sis! Do you know what's going on? It's an emergency. It seems like our parents' house has been sold? In fact, it's kind of gone completely. There's nothing where it used to be. Also, do you have any idea where Mom and Dad are? I can't seem to find them. Did they move in with you or something? Please answer me when you read this. You're not ignoring me, are you? Please hurry up and reply to me. I know that you've read my messages already. Why won't you reply to me? I really need your help now. It's an emergency. I really don't know what to do. Hey, sis. Please stop ignoring me now. I really need your help, desperately. I'm going to send you my location right now. Please come and pick me up from here. I want you to come here as soon as possible. Sis, I'm begging you. I really need you to help me out. I want to go back to my old life. I can't take this any longer. Please help me out. Hey, sis. How much longer do you plan on ignoring me? If you're not going to help me, would you at least tell me where Mom and Dad are? Could you give me their contact details so I can talk to them? I'm begging you to save me. I really can't believe it. How are you being this much of a nuisance to James? I feel so sorry for him. You finally decided to reply to me. I'm so glad. Would you please hurry up and come get me? James is the worst kind of person. I can't take this any longer. Worst kind of person? I really don't think so. He's a great guy, isn't he? He really is the worst. He forced me to move in with his parents right after we got married. His parents are so scary. They always order me around. They make my life so miserable from the moment I wake up all the way till I go to bed. So what? Why are you telling me this? Why don't you seem to care? My life is so miserable right now. Are you not going to do anything to help? I thought you would understand how I feel right now. He's your ex-husband, after all. Didn't you receive the same kind of treatment from his family? My ex-husband? I have no idea what you're talking about. I was never married to James. He only pretended to be my husband because I asked him to. I don't actually know him that well. I have never met any of his family, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait, what did you just say? You asked him to pretend to be your husband? This was all just a lie to trick me. Yeah, pretty much. I didn't think you would fall for this trick this easily. I can't believe it. I'm not going to forgive you for this. I don't need you to forgive me. Anyway, do you not remember anything about him? You should know who James is. Wait, what? I should know who he is. Why? From where? I really have no idea what you're talking about. Can you explain it to me? You were sleeping around with other men that were in a relationship as well, right? It wasn't just my boyfriends and fiancé that you stole. James is one of the guys that you slept with in the past. Do you really not remember? He's the husband of your ex-coworker, Mary. Wait, what? He's the one that was married to Mary? Is he really the same person as the guy I'm married to right now? I actually received a text message from James a while ago. We had some mutual friends through work, and that's how he managed to get in contact with me. Why would he want to contact you? What did he say? He told me that he was still in love with you and didn't want to give up on getting married to you. That's why I decided to give him a little help. I told him to pretend to be my husband so that you would get jealous of me. Once you're jealous, you always try to steal my partner, right? You did exactly what I thought you would. You started flirting with him as soon as you heard that he was my husband. I can't believe I fell for a trick like this. I don't even remember sleeping with him in the past. That's disgusting and worrisome at the same time. You probably don't remember because you've slept with so many different men in the past. So gross. You should try to at least remember the names and faces of them all. The reason that he forced you to move in with his parents was so that you couldn't suddenly run away. I really don't think he's going to let you abandon him anymore. His parents also know the entire situation that's happening. They know everything about your past. I can imagine that's why they treat you so badly. Nobody would want to have a whore daughter-in-law like you. Everything is starting to make sense now. I'm pretty sure his mom and dad both absolutely despise me. They treat me like I'm a slave or something. I can kind of understand why now, though. They're like, super Christian. Please, would you help me escape from this terrible house? You're the only person that I can depend on now. I really need you to come and pick me up from here. I was finally able to have some time to myself today. I'm in front of the house right now. There's no public transport nearby, so I can't go anywhere myself. Now is the only opportunity I'm going to have to escape. Please come and pick me up. I'm begging you. I don't think that I can take this much longer. Why are you asking me for help? Why don't you try contacting Mom or Dad? You're their favorite child, right? I'm sure they'd do anything to help you out. Why don't you get it? I can't ask them for help. That's why I'm asking you to help me out. They won't reply to any of my text messages. I think they've blocked my number completely. I tried to find them, but their house is gone already. I have no idea where they are, and I have no way to contact either of them. What do you expect me to do? I have no idea why they would ignore me like this. I know why. They probably wanted to run away from you for a while now. Wait, what? Why would they run away from me? They were paying the settlement fees for you when you got sued, right? I'd imagine all the other women that lost their partners to you would have sued you for it as well. The amount of money that you owe to people must be insane. I think they decided that they could no longer pay for you. I can't believe that I've been abandoned by my own mom and dad. I think they finally realized how crazy you are. It took them much longer than I thought to abandon you. They must have really loved you a lot. That means I'm completely alone now? I have no one that I can depend on except for you now. Please, help me. I told you that I'm not going to help. Why don't you just give up and accept the fact that you're going to be living with James from now on? It might be a little difficult for you to get used to it, but you'll be fine. I really don't want to live here anymore. Well, tough luck. You have no other choice. I did hear from his ex-wife that it's very difficult to live with him. What did she say to you? What's so difficult about living with him? Apparently, James has a lot of temper tantrums. He can get really mad at the smallest of problems. He's also a total mama's boy and listens to anything that she tells him to do. The reason that he loves you is because you're kind of similar to his mom. It's kind of disgusting, right? I would never want to be married to a man like that. Mary told me that she feels so happy to be divorced from him these days. Everything that you just told me sounds so terrible. I really don't see how I'm going to be able to live here any longer than this. I'm already at my limits. Unfortunately for you, there is just no other choice. You're going to have to accept your life for what it is. Please save me, sis. This is the last favor that I'm ever going to ask from you. I need you to come and pick me up and take me somewhere really far away. I'll listen to anything that you tell me to do in the future. Please come to the location that I sent you earlier. I don't know when the next time I can come outside is going to be. This might be my last chance at escaping this crazy family. Please listen to me. Don't just ignore me like this. Are you still there? I can't take this kind of life any longer. I'm so sorry for everything that I ever did to you. I really regret it. I immediately contacted James, letting him know where Nina was. I also told him that she was planning to escape him and his family. He told me that he would go and pick her up right away. Later that day, I received a text from Nina calling me a traitor. I took a screenshot of that message and sent it to James. I told him that she was being a nuisance and that he should take her phone from her. I had finally become free from my evil twin sister. I can finally date someone without having to worry about her stealing him from me. I'm starting to get older now, and I really want to settle down and start a family. I have decided that the next guy I date is going to be the guy I get married to. I'm really excited for the future that is ahead of me. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.